Hi friends, thank you so much and welcome to my channel. I am Pam Ela the Medium and I'm going to do a pick a card reading for you today. So for each one of them, because I am a medium, I am going to include a mediumship reading at the beginning of each of these pick a cards. So when you're deciding on which card to go with, which pile to go with, make sure you have the person in mind that you are missing and that you want to hear from, okay? So keep those people in mind. So if you have not done a pick a card reading before, how it works is you just maybe meditate or take a deep breath in, and you just kind of focus on whichever pile you are drawn to. So if you need to, take a moment and pause the video and you can kind of focus on which cards you are drawn to here. Hi, pile one. If you chose pile one and were drawn to this deck, this is Ametrine here. So, all right, let's get going here. This is the Talking to Heaven deck from James Van Praagh here. So let's see who you might have in mind here. Make sure you keep that person in mind. Keep thinking of whoever it is you want to hear from, whoever it is you're missing, and hopefully you'll get some messages from that person. I always want to do mediumship readings because I always feel like everybody should have a chance to hear from their family member and spirit. So keep that person in mind. Oh. Wow. I don't know. I just feel like maybe somebody here has lost a grandmother, because I just see somebody that was maybe living in a nursing home, and I see her in her hospital bed and she's looking out the window and like she sees this kind of vision, and I just feel like she wants you to know that she's in this place, and if it's not a grandmother, this person that you're thinking of, they're in this place here, they're not trapped in that hell they were living in, because I feel like maybe somebody that's chose this pile will have somebody in spirit that maybe was sad or depressed, and was living in their own kind of hell, and they want you to know that they're not anywhere near that kind of place now. They don't hold any of that earthly worries, they're in this place. And I feel like maybe you even went to a place that looked like this recently. Maybe I see you at a lake house, and maybe you're out in a kayak and you see this beautiful sunset or sunrise, and know that your family and spirit is with you. Wow. Look at all the purples here. I don't know why. I feel like maybe if you're stumbling onto this, maybe you love to read, or this person in spirit loved reading, because I don't know why this looks like a book to me in this photo right now. And it's like they want you to know that maybe they had a journal actually that they kept. And I don't know, I feel like maybe you'll stumble onto this journal and it'll open your eyes to a whole new world of who they were, because I feel like this person who passed was just full of imagination and wonder, and that person brought you to that place, because I see you with them as a child, and you're playing, you're playing in your costumes, you know, like playing princess or playing. I see somebody in a castle, so I don't know if you're like a woman or man or whatever, but I just see you playing in a costume, you know, maybe even a superhero costume, you know. And I feel like this person who passed maybe helped bring that to life for you, you know, and I just feel like they want you to know they acknowledge you, and you should maybe go back to doing cosplay, or, you know, using your imagination in that way. You know, maybe if you've been thinking about writing a book or something, you know, or just read their journal. Maybe it'll surprise you or something, you know. And I feel like maybe there's somebody here who lost, I don't know, I feel like maybe a mother has passed here. And I feel like they want you to know that you're their heart. And every single time that you have a worry or a fear in your heart, they're going to come down and they want to try to take that away from you. They want to try to help you to not be scared, you know? Because even though the future is uncertain, they're still there watching over you. I don't know why I see somebody in like an old blue car, you know, like an old vintage blue car, like light blue, just like the sky blue here, you know. And maybe there's a couple in spirit, you know, a male and a female. I don't know, maybe somebody's grandparents or parents have passed and they had like an old blue car, you know. And I see them with a hose, and they love that car so much, you know. And I don't know, I feel like they would wash it by hand or something like that, you know. And I see them working on cars too, you know. At first I thought it was the mother, you know, so I feel like there's multiple people coming through here. But I feel like there's a male too, and he used to work in garages, and maybe he wasn't the best at telling you how he felt, but he wants you to know that he watches over you every single day, and he's not going to miss a beat ever, you know. So just know that. So I hope that could connect with you, whoever chose pile number 1. And if you chose the other piles, you know, and if this resonated with you, you're meant to hear it. You know, you were meant to receive that message from your family. So, all right, let's get to the next stuff here. If you chose this Aventurine crystal, this pile is for you here. And for each pick a card tarot reading, I will do a short mediumship reading in the beginning. So make sure you keep in mind whoever it is you want to hear from. Make sure you are thinking of them and just keeping them in your thoughts here as I'm shuffling. So let's see who wants to come out for the people who picked pile number 2. Hi, pile 2. So I feel like maybe there's somebody here who has their person maybe is a romantic partner that you might have lost. Just because, I don't know, I feel like maybe somebody here may have lost a love like that. Just because I see you over here, you know, and they're over on the other side. So it's like just this big chasm that you feel like you just can't cross, you know. And I see maybe somebody who chose pile number 2, I see you just crying, you know, about this relationship, you know, and I just feel like they want you to know that they hear you, and you will see each other again, you know. Maybe not really in the physical, you know, I feel like maybe you'll have a dream about them, but you'll see them in a dream at least, you know, and in the beyond, you'll definitely be together again. You know, they want to acknowledge you here. They see you. I'm hearing like, honey, you got this, you know. Don't worry about it. Because I feel like maybe this is you over here, actually. And maybe you have another family member here, you know. I feel like maybe this is a single parent here or something, you know. And I feel like your family and spirit, they're acknowledging you, and they want you to know that you can handle it and you're going to get through it. Whatever this big chasm is, it's going to close, and you're not going to sink in it. You're not going to sink down in there. You got this board here, and that's your family and spirit. They're holding you up. And I feel like the paddle is this person that passed, and they're helping you along the way. You know what I mean? They're going to show you signs of which direction to go. Just like here. I'll point you in the right direction, right? You know, you're going to see signs of which direction you should go. And you should follow it. Follow your gut here, because it's probably right, you know. I'm not telling you to, like, you know, do anything dangerous or anything like that, but I feel like this person that passed, they were always the person that you went to for advice, you know, and you'd always look to them for answers on which way to go in life, you know. And I feel like they want you to know that they're still there, and they're going to still show you which way to go. You know, I feel like maybe somebody does have something that looks like this, or like a trinket or something, and I feel like maybe it was a watch or something, and I see like it stopped, you know, the battery broke or something, you know, because I feel like time has stopped, you know, or maybe that's just time has stopped for you in this moment, you know. I feel like maybe since they passed, time has stopped for you, you know, and I feel like it's time to get moving. It's time to get going, you know. All you need is a new battery in that clock, in that watch, you know. It's kind of like a metaphor for life a little bit here. You just need to jumpstart it a little bit, right? And then you'll get going again. And your family and spirit, they're going to show you which way to go. Like, you just close your eyes and you ask them, you know. And maybe the next day you'll have a sign of what your answer is, you know. And I feel like they want you to know that they're over there learning right now. You know, they're still continuing on their journey here. And I feel like maybe somebody who chose pile number 2, I don't know, I feel like maybe there's a child here, you know. And I feel like they want you to know that they continue to grow. Even if they passed when they were like young, you know. They want you to know that they're still learning, and they're learning through you. You know, so don't give up on life or on love. You know, this family member in spirit, this person, they're learning through you still. And I feel like I see you smiling. Like, I see this huge smile on somebody's face here, you know, and I just feel like your family and spirit is saying, yeah, hell yeah, keep doing it, you know. Because they want to see those parts of life, you know. They need to learn the happy parts too, not just the sad parts, you know. So, you know, you gotta keep that in mind with whatever you're doing, you know. That your family spirit's learning through you. And I feel like if this person has passed a long time ago, this child or whatever, they they don't look like that now. They have aged, you know. They're not, they have aged through time as well, you know. And just know that I'm just hearing, I'm so grateful and thankful that I had you as my mom. I don't know if somebody here happens to maybe be a mom and that lost a child, but just know that they're so thankful and grateful to have been able to spend that time with you. And they're still learning with everything that you're doing, because I see you in the kitchen and I see you like with some, I don't know, white powder, like baking stuff or something, you know, and maybe you're not that good at it right now, you know, you're not very good at cooking in the kitchen, you know, and I feel like your family and spirit, you know, I don't know if maybe you have a family, this is another person coming through now. I feel like maybe there was somebody who was really good at cooking, you know, and I feel like they are just kind of laughing at you, you know, because maybe you need a little help there. And I feel like they want you to keep at it though, not just the cooking. They want you to keep at like going for your goal, because I feel like you have a goal as well of maybe having even your own business or something, because I see you siphoning through a lot of papers, you know, and I feel like that's like business paperwork, you know. So I feel like maybe you have a lot of ideas like that, and your family and spirit, I don't know, I feel like they're acknowledging you and they want you to know that you can do it. And life is about learning. It's about trying new things. I'm not saying to go quit your job or something, but it's okay to try new things, you know. It's all about learning, you know. Thank you if you chose this pile. This is rose quartz here, and a lot of times rose quartz is used for love and relationships and things like that, so, or heart healing. So if you chose this stone, maybe you need some heart healing. But let's see who wants to talk to you from your family and spirit. Just make sure you keep in mind, keep that person in mind, whoever it is that you want to talk to, while I'm shuffling the deck here. Who wants to connect with whoever chose pile number 3? Who wants to come through for you today? There's a bunch of different kinds of energies here, I feel like, for whoever chose pile number 3 here. I feel like maybe somebody who has passed, I see somebody maybe that was in a hospital for a while. I don't know if somebody maybe was in a nursing home or assisted living type place, but I feel like there's a male energy here as well, trying to come through. You know, and I feel like this person maybe was stuck in the hospital bed, and at the time they were scared, you know, and I feel like they're acknowledging this here, you know, and they want you to know that they're not in this place now. They're not in that place of fear now. They're in a place of peace. And I feel like you see these waters here and they're kind of rough. I feel like that's how your life has been a little bit recently. And I feel like maybe there's something causing you to have fear in your own life right now. And also, in regard to this person who passed, I feel like there's this feeling like, am I going to end up like this person? You know, am I going to end up in the hospital like this person? You know, I feel like maybe that's something that you've been thinking about recently. You know, and I just feel like your family spirit, they want to acknowledge this fear that you have. You should just let it go, because it shouldn't control your life, this fear. You know, I see you and you are happy, and I see you running around with your family, you know, whether I feel like you have kids, or whoever's watching this, maybe you have a couple kids running around, because I see you and you're hugging your kids, you know, and just know that I don't know, I see you having a long, healthy relationship with these people, you know. So if that's something that you've been fearing recently, or fearing death or something, you know, I feel like you don't have to have fear here, you know, because I feel like maybe this person that passed, maybe it made you had you feeling afraid about your own thoughts about the afterlife, you know. And I feel like they want to acknowledge you, and they don't want you to be afraid, because these waters here, they're going to calm. And look how beautiful they are, though. Look at all the different blues and purples and the whites. Look how gorgeous that is. You know, even though you might think it's just a raging river, that your life right now, everything going on is so beautiful, you know, and it's so intricate. And I feel like it's all going to come together, and this is going to all subside, and you won't have to have this fear. And I feel like this person that passed, there's just, I don't know, I just feel like maybe whoever chose pile number 3, I don't know, I feel like maybe you've been having a lot of fear about the afterlife, you know, and don't have any fear. There's nothing to fear here. You will see all your family members again in spirit. They want you to know that they are there with you. They're always there with you, you know. And I feel like maybe this person in spirit is acknowledging that even though they were in the hospital, you know, I feel like maybe there was times you wish you could have seen them more often, you know, or visited them more often, you know. And I just feel like they want you to know you don't have to feel guilty about anything like that, because they understand that you have your own life, you know. You have your own life to live, and that's understandable. You know, you don't have to feel guilty, but they're still going to be there right with you every day. You know, whenever you're thinking of them, they're going to come down and they're going to say hi to you, and maybe you're going to feel a tingle or see a sign from them, you know, when you're thinking about them. And I feel like also maybe whoever's chose number 3, I feel like maybe you've been working so hard recently, like so hard at your job, you know, that maybe it's been kind of consuming your life a little bit, you know. And I feel like sometimes you feel guilty about this, you know, because you're not spending as much time with your kids or with your family as you want to, you know. And your family and spirit, they're acknowledging this feeling that you've been having, maybe, you know. And just know that all your hard work is going to pay off, you know. And I feel like if you devote a little more equal time to your family, you're going to have a huge payoff, you know. Don't be afraid to ask for help, like, because I see a lot of you maybe just kind of in your room and by yourself, you know, like you're afraid to step out of your room, you're afraid to get out into the world. And I feel like your family and spirit, they're acknowledging you, and they don't want you to be afraid anymore to come out, to come outside, you know, to experience life. You don't have to feel guilty about experiencing life, about doing things that you enjoy. You know, this person might not be here anymore in the physical world, but they want to see you do things that you enjoy. They want to see you smile, you know, because they're learning through you. And they, you know, every time you smile, it like lights up the world, if that makes sense. So, all right, getting on to the next part of the reading, which is a past life twin flame reading. If you chose this one, this is Amethyst here. And to start off with the reading, I'm going to do a short mediumship tarot reading for you. So keep the person in mind that you want to speak to. Just keep them in your thoughts, and hopefully they will connect you here for you. So who does pile number 4 need to talk to today? What do they want you to know? How do they want to communicate with you today? Who is it that you're missing today? Pile 4. I'm immediately seeing like a couple here, so I feel like maybe there's somebody coming through that was a romantic partner here. And I see a starry sky, so I feel like maybe there was a lot of romantic things that happened with this person under a starry sky, if that makes sense. And also I see another energy coming through as well of like a young boy playing baseball, so I feel like maybe there's somebody that might have lost a young person as well here. I'm also seeing a little dog too, so I feel like maybe there's somebody who has lost a pet here as well. Oh, I love that. I feel like if you did lose a romantic partner, I feel like they want to acknowledge you. You see this? You know, like you don't see them. They're hardly even visible, but they're there next to you. I'm just hearing, honey, I'm coming home, you know, like that song. And they want you to know that they're still there with you. Because I don't know if you're a female on the other end here who chose pile number 4. But if this is you and you lost a romantic partner, I don't know, I see you wearing like a really, I don't know, like a southern like cowboy type skirt or something, or like a really flowy skirt, you know, and you're wearing some cowboy boots or something, you know, and you and your partner are together, and maybe you lived in the south, in the southern areas or something, because I see a lot of riding horses and doing rodeos and things like that. So I feel like maybe there's somebody here who has lost somebody that was like to wear cowboy hats and cowboy boots and do things like that. And I just feel like they want you to know that they're still there, and they're gonna still square dance with you at the hoedown or whatever it is that you maybe stopped going to recently. You know, because I see you, usually maybe you went to these dances with this person or something, because I see you out dancing with them, and I feel like they want you to go back and doing those things, you know. They don't want you to quit that, and they're going to be there next to you doing that as well. Oh, I love this. I feel like there's a child here as well, a child energy. And just know that even though you were together for a short time, that feeling of love that you shared with this person, that's why they came to Earth, because they wanted to feel that love from you, you know. I see you, or I see this young person on your shoulders, you know, and you're like running around with them, or they're on your back and you're carrying them piggyback, you know, and their laugh, it's so infectious and the sweetest sound I've ever heard in my life, you know. And I'm hearing, Mama, I'm right here next to you, you know. And I feel like maybe, I don't know if you have other children, you know, as well, but I feel like there's somebody here who has lost a child, but you also have another living child, you know, and I feel like they want you to know that they're still there, and they're still watching you raise your children, you know, and they're so proud of you. And they're like, that's why I chose you as my mama, you know, or my dad. Because the way you're raising your kids, that's like, I don't know, that's music, in angelic music, if that makes sense. Like, I'm just hearing this angelic music playing, you know, because I feel like maybe there's a song you used to sing too when you were pregnant with this child. Like, I see you listening to the headphones and you got the other part of the speaker on your belly, you know, so the child can hear your voice. And I feel like they want you to know that they did hear you. Oh, and you have the most beautiful voice. I love hearing your voice. you know? Yeah, that's what I am hearing. You know, so just know that they heard you. And all those sweet things that you were saying and how you were going to care for that person, know that they heard every bit of it, you know? And I feel like you're going to see signs from them in a beautiful way. And just know that they're there trying to help you, you know? And I feel like whoever chose pile 4, maybe there's been a lot of tragedies that's happened in your life recently, and you can't make any sense about anything right now, right? And I just feel like they want you to know that everything is a learning moment, you know, and this will pass. These hard times will pass. This is just one moment in time. And you're going to take these bad things that's been happening to you, and you're going to transform your life, you know, because I see you, and you're taking these tragedies and these traumas, and you're reshaping yourself here, you know, with every thing that happens to you that you perceive as bad. That kind of, it makes you realize what's really good in life, you know? And I feel like sometimes you just have to change your focus a little bit. And once you realize how beautiful life really is, that everything is a learning moment, you know, I feel like maybe this person that passed maybe used to tell you this, that, you know, or used to be a teacher, you know, because I see them standing in front of a classroom, you know, holding a ruler or something, you know. So I feel like maybe this person used to be a teacher, and just know that they're still learning, even after they have passed. They're still learning through you, you know. And don't take these things that you perceive as bad as things that are the end all, because that's not the case. You know, you just forgot about all the beautiful, happy things in your life. You got to focus on those things, because I feel like maybe there's been a dark cloud over you for, you know, recently. So just know that your family and spirit's acknowledging this, and your life is just going to be this beautiful adventure. It's not all tragedy and trauma. I see so many smiles and so much love, you know, and so much hope for you, you know. So because I feel like maybe there's somebody here that chose pile 4 that might be feeling, I don't know, devoid of hope, and like you need faith, you know. I don't know, because I feel like amethyst sometimes is the connection to faith and God and the universe, you know, that helps connect you to your higher self. And just know that you are a beautiful being, and everything is not going to be all dark forever. I see you smiling again, you know, and I hope that happens for you. I feel like that's going to happen for you soon if you've been like hoping and waiting to smile. I feel like it's going to be soon. So whoever chose pile number 4. All right, getting on to the next part of the reading.